Alright, things are looking good so far. Now we just gotta wait like 10 minutes. Well, like 6. Guess I could get this done while we wait. Hey, Ren, welcome. Yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed. Hopefully there won't be any weird hiccups with the stream stuff. So far, things are looking good, though. Not sure how many chapters we have left, but it will be fun to whatever we have left. It'll be fun. Until whatever they have planned next for us, you know, around the anniversary or beyond. Just a few more minutes to go. I'm not sure if there was any specific game that is specified for this chapter. Let me see. Well, that's for the co-op. No, it's most likely going to be Rainbow, so it doesn't matter who I bring along. That's fine. there we go. That should be it. It's time. Welcome everyone who is joining in. We're going to get started here in a few minutes. Oh, they have an AP off thing going on, I guess, to let people catch up if they're not caught up. Alright, let's see it. Okay, yep, it's going to be a rainbow event, since we got Phil up there. Wait, this theme. Is this new? Welcome. I don't recognize this. This has to be new, right? Unless I'm just crazy, I'm not remembering. There's no way this is an old theme. Okay, this is really cool. Alright, so before we hop in, let me actually, I'm just gonna set up a team. The team doesn't really matter. But I want to make sure I'm using characters who still need, like, Bond XP. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be new. Okay, so let's... Here, I'll just switch up my collab team for the chapter. Alright, let me just pick 4 characters that need working on still. Alright, it might help if I put everybody. I will check in a second to see if we have a new all-out tower. We might not. It might drop with the Urian Duke event at the end of the month. But we'll check here in a second. Sure, why not? It doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I'm just... Whoever's close to 10, I'm just kind of throwing on there for right now. Put Magilou there, and I think we'll put Xing on the end, just so I have a melee on each side. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Alright, not really relevant to what's actually going to be happening in the story, but this will be our, you know what, let's put Xing in the front, because he has the, ending mirage art. Alright, let's head back over there. We'll check to see if there's an all-out tower. And then we'll go ahead and get started on the chapter. It does not look like it just yet. It looks... Yeah, so it looks like everything will be dropping at the end of the month. Okay. How's progress on Tales of the Rays? Progress seems to be going good. I think we are starting the stretch to the finale of this story because of how this music is going. Let's let it play for another minute, because it's just, wow. I assume this is probably going to be the theme that's going to play, at least during the story at some point, leading up to the finale. We already know that publicly, Demetrius's voice actor was able to, like, he made a tweet yesterday that he would be, like, actually voicing Demetrius again, in the current story. So, realistically, the final chapter is probably going, whenever that's going to be, whether that's, you know, December, January, what have you, it's probably going to be fully voiced. Unless, of course, he was saying that because, you know, maybe Demetrius, after the story's over, will be playable. Of course, eventually he's going to be, you know, if we get Fairy's Requiem and Last Cradle fully voiced at some point, which I'm sure we will, he'll be voiced in there as well. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Hey, yeah, it has been a while. I haven't streamed in quite a bit. You know, a lot of issues with stuff. I do think, realistically, once the story is probably over, I think all the kind of enemy characters we don't have yet, like, even though it won't be for a story reason that they're playable, I think they still will be playable. So, like, Glastain, Demetrius, I'm sure they're going to get Mirage Arts and units and stuff, just because it's like, wow, it would be such a waste to not be able to play as them, even if they never get, like, more stuff. Like, they could be one of those things where it's like, okay, they get one Mirage Art, and then they get their free Mirage Art. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point. We could have a boss character for Rainbow. That would be true. But yeah, so I guess yeah, it's been at least a year since I last streamed Tales of the Rays. Obviously, I streamed Christoria until obviously the final chapter. But yeah, I haven't streamed Rays in a while. I think, if I remember correctly, the last stuff that we had, like, the stuff last year with Patty, like, Patty was being taken over. There was all that, and then we killed Glastain for the first time, but then he came back. I think that was, like, the last few things I remember actually streaming for the story. But we're gonna hop in now, and, oh, welcome, welcome. But yeah, so we're gonna get started, and we're gonna see what's gonna be happening here. It's been a while, so let's see how the finale itself is going to unfold. Yeah, of course, Junior is still with Glastain from last chapter, along with everybody else here. That's understandable. It is pretty late for the chapter to be coming out. It is not the final episode, no. Yeah, I think it's the start of the final set of chapters. What I realistically think is going to happen is... Oh, here we go. Alright, Coke is showing up to kind of knock Demetrius away. I think we're going to get... I think there's going to be 4 more chapters. I think there's going to be a chapter this month and a chapter... Because I think they probably want to lead it up to the anniversary to announce whatever's going to be happening next. So I could definitely see, like, a chapter this month, a chapter next month, and then a 2-part thing for the final chapter. Either that or it's, like, this chapter and then 2 parts for the finale. But I think, regardless, we're going to have 3 months more of chapters, at minimum. Oh, Junior's down. So we still need to see, like, what's going to lead up to Mercuria's crew fighting against Ix's crew. We know that's going to happen from the opening. But as of this point, Kokus and them are still, you know, fighting against Demetrius, not with him. Oh, okay, EX chapter. So maybe we get this chapter, we get 2 parts for the finale, and then the EX chapter after that. And that would lead us all the way through to January, and then February would be the anniversary, and they could announce what's coming next. Yeah, that makes sense. Because then the 6th anniversary can start, like, the next saga of what's next for the game. Because they've been talking for, like, a year now about the next development for when the story ends. So there's obviously something they have planned. Yeah, there's gotta be some kind of thing that's gonna happen. It's either that or maybe some kind of, like, mind control thing is gonna happen. Like, maybe Kokus and, you know, Nazar and all them aren't gonna fight against Ix of their own will. Oh, right, I forgot Elle was here. Okay, Elle's here with Junior. They basically just, like, lock them away. Oh man, I'm just so nervous about how things are gonna end up. Yeah, they're in baby jail, exactly. Ludger, okay. Oh, okay, she woke up. It's just crazy to think about. Like, you think about how this whole story began. Speaking of them, it started with Ix and Melina running into Yuri and Rapide. You know, the first essential exo flections that they, you know, basically got. And then you move on to, you know, all the other beginning characters, you know, Saray, Jude, Sophie, Luke. And just kind of how far they've all grown. And even like the original characters from the normal Tales games, how much they've just grown in this world over the last, like, 5+ years. What I would absolutely love to see is if they do an animation for, like, the end of the story. So, like, we get an actual, like kind of like they did with the, you know, the Destiny thing where we saw Stan and Leon basically helping out Victor, Flynn, and Yuri and all them. Oh, that's cool. You get Philip here if you complete. That makes sense. But I just think that would be super cool if they did, like, an animation kind of like that. Like, just imagine you get, like, every protagonist from, like, the main series games going with Ix and Melina to, like, attack Demetrius's castle. And we get, like, an animation of them all fighting. That'd be so cool. Alright, let me take my phone off the, charger. And, let's get ready to do this. Not that I'm really expecting it to be that hard. Oh yeah, the gacha was horrible back then. Remember how things used to be? Yeah, the plot went from 0 to 100 so fast. That'd be cool if the map does get updated to include the Donna stuff. Like, we know that it exists here, because we've obviously seen the areas, and that was kind of the whole point of what Artorias was kind of going after. Oh, there's a new panel. Oh, so there's a new set of panels. Okay, so probably for like another 15 days. Let's go check that out before we continue the story. Let me see, I just was seeing how much battery it's taken. We'll be fine. Let's go check out the new panels. I'm assuming it's probably like another 100 diamonds at the end of this. Okay, yeah, another 100 diamonds. Okay, and it's... Oh, so none of it has to do with the certain amount of days? Okay, so it's all just related to the new story chapter. So yeah, you do normal... Oh, no, not the current story. This has to do with all the kind of older story chapters. See, like, it says 1-1. Okay. Arc 1, 14, 16. Arc 2, 1-1. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of different, like, chapters. Okay, so we're obviously going to complete this last one during this stream because it'll be for the current chapter, finishing the final part of this chapter. But then all the others are from the different arcs and stuff. Okay, cool. That's fine. So you get 100 at the end, but you also get like, so what is this? All right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So you get 200 total. Because you'll get 100 at the end, and then you get 100 total from all these different boards. That's another 200 right there. Easy. Very cool. Oh yeah, if you're someone who like has kind of like been lazy about doing the story, it's kind of a pain, but if you've done it all, then you know it's very easy. You just hop back in there and just do it real quick. Like, I'm glad I went back and got all the missions done for all 4 arcs. Especially when you know you get them all done, then you did like the reset and you did them again. All right, let's do this. All right, we got Ruka over here. Wonder how many different protagonists we're going to see in these final chapters. I hope they do include everybody. Like, I hope no one gets left out. I mean, even right now, so we've seen Ludger and we've seen Ruka in this chapter so far. But I do hope everyone gets involved in one way or another. Although, obviously, you know, with the characters we're seeing here, a lot of Innocence and Xillia 2 focus. There's still, like, a lot of characters we've seen in the story lately that I'm waiting to be playable. Like, we've seen Hasta running around, like, a ton. Oh, hi, Karia. And, of course, as much as it sucks for me, there's been no mention whatsoever of Zagi of any, like, kind. Yeah, I would. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, obviously, you don't have to do the hard mode ones. Like, if you want to save, like, hard mode for later, you could just do normal. Because I don't think any of those panel missions said hard. I think they all just said normal. So you could just do that. But yeah, you will have to complete some of them. The other Overseers and Guardians have been rescued already? Oh, okay. Oh, God. That would be the worst case scenario. I mean, I'd be happy to finally get to summon for Zagi. But that would be putting Glass Stain in there. Oof. Okay, so Nazar is contacting us. Yeah, so what's gonna lead into them fighting each other? That's what I'm so curious about. Oh, that was kind of a short one. I will take the extra... The more AP I get, the longer it takes for my stamina to actually refill. I hope this... I mean, obviously it should be. I hope this song is part of the soundtrack. Oh, yeah, that's right. We saw that when we first logged on that, you know, a lot of the story is 75% off AP, so people can get caught up. That's what also I really think people, or I think they want us to be caught up because we're probably getting towards the end soon. I'm gonna guess probably like 3 more months of story before everything kind of comes to a close. Yeah, we need the Chimeriad as well. Yeah, there's a lot of characters they can still add. We just need... I think what really set back getting a lot of other kind of like side characters from different games is all the Arise stuff they've been doing the last year. I think they really just wanted to capitalize on the Arise hype. So a lot of events have kind of been taking the place of when we could have gotten other characters. Because you really think about it, since the last anniversary, we really haven't gotten too many new additions. Yeah, I agree. I think they went overboard with the Arise stuff. And of course, I'm sure it's not done yet. Hopefully, it's done with for the rest of this year. Like, I hope we don't... I mean, I should know better than to hope for that, but realistically... realistically, I hope they kind of take a break, because Arise has so much stuff, like, there's no point to even, like, especially if you're someone who has kind of summoned quite a bit on them, you really don't need stuff for them right now. They have plenty of Mirror Jars. Everyone for Arise has at least 3, if you count collab stuff, everyone has at least 3 Mirror Jars. Every Arise party member. So, none of them really need anything right now. What happened to the Balsef event? As far as I understand, it was literally, like, pretty much what you expect. Balsef was pretty much being controlled. He had the B next to his name. And it was pretty much just the team, like, finding his castle, I believe, and realizing they have to take him down again. Yeah, so it's like 4 or 5 characters since the anniversary. Like, not counting collab people. I will be summoning for whatever I have when Yuri and Duke come out. I'll be using all of it until I pull Yuri's ending Mirror Jar. I'm not gonna chase Duke if I pull Yuri's. Like, when I pull Yuri's, I'll call it good there. Oh yeah, Ori as well. Because if I can get Yuri rather painlessly, then I want to kind of save, because obviously we've got holidays coming up. We've got like Halloween and Christmas and New Year's themed stuff. So who knows who's gonna get stuff for that? I'm still really hoping that Vicious and Aegis come for Halloween, because I think Vicious would be a perfect character for, like, getting a Halloween-themed costume. I forgot I pulled this Mirror Jar. Yeah, I totally forgot I even had that Mirror Jar. Yeah, I still think it's weird. Like, I get why they did it. Like, for Ori, because she's the only Asteria, like, original character. So, it's not like you can give, like, Asteria its own, like, color. Or, not its own color, but it won't be part of another color, because there's never going to be any other character to add. But yeah, it still is weird that, you know, she ends up being a rainbow character, so she doesn't even get, like, a free Mirror Jar. Yeah, I think realistically what I'm going to do is I'll spend whatever I have. Like, if I can just get super unlucky and I don't pull Yuri in what I have, like, I'll just use what I have that night and then wait to see what the PV shows for October. There's no, like, celebration streams or anything that happened in October as far as I'm aware, so it should be a relatively normal month. Yeah, Tales of Link Zephyr, Tales of Arise Zephyr, exactly. I feel like Zephyr's probably going to be the next Arise character. I think before they do the other lords, I think they're definitely going to give us Zephyr. I mean, who else do you make playable for Arise? Like, there's literally no one else, like, unless he, like, somehow they make Kisara's brother, like, a fighter. But other than that, there's really nobody else. Up, here we go. I think it's 50-50 with Luminaria. I think it really is just going to depend, like, where Raze goes next. Because Luminaria has more characters than any other Tales game that's currently in the game. So, even if they decide to add Luminaria, it's going to take like 5 years for all the Luminaria characters to be added, because they're not going to give us like you know, half the characters on one banner. Like, I would realistically, Luminaria, like, once or twice a year, we'd get, like, 3 characters. So, it would still take, like, 4 or 5 years to get them all. I don't think Volron's gonna be next. I think they're gonna... I mean, I originally thought he was going to be for the 1-year anniversary of Arise. But then I'm just like, they probably want to save the final boss for a bit later. Maybe he won't be the final Lord, but I think at least they'll probably wait until they add, like, Zephyr at least. I think Zephyr will be next, and then maybe they'll do Volron after that for, like, they could do, like, a raid thing to give Alphen his overray, or whatever they decide to do. For Luminaria, I think the biggest candidate, I think the first banner for Luminaria would probably be Leo, Hugo, and Alexandria. Or Alexandra. Was it Alexandra or Alexandria? I forget. Whatever. Either way, I think those 3 will probably be the first ones. If they do 4 characters, then throw August in there as well. Or they could, I guess if they really wanted to, they could just do the 3 childhood friends. You know, Leo, Hugo, and, what was it, Celia? But, I think it's a pretty big toss-up if they'll do Luminaria anytime soon. Alright, we're about a third of the way through the story, but of course it gets story heavy once you get to, like, the last third of the chapter. Yeah, that's the thing with Arise. It doesn't have a lot of world-building characters that could be playable in Rays. Because, like, obviously, you have a ton of characters in Arise who were just kind of like, okay, they're the characters from this town. You know, like, all the characters that were part of, like, Zephyr's crew. Like, none of them are, like, super important, nor do you see them... Besides Zephyr, you don't really see them fight. So, Arise really didn't have a ton of world building in that aspect. To where there's, like, a ton of characters to put into raids. It's like I said, we have the 6 we have now. It's probably going to be Zephyr, and then maybe, like, Kisara's brother. And then after that, it's just going to be the other 4 lords. And that's really all you can add with Arise. There's literally nobody else. Now, for non-playable, you could, like, be, like Rena, like the freaking the creature that was on Rena that you fight, like the like planet thing. I forget what it was even called, but I guess you could make that a like raid boss. Hoyoverse, Honkai or Genshin. I mean, it would be cool. I'd be all for it, but I don't know if I would expect it. I feel like Tales might be too niche for something like that. I mean, maybe if it was one way, like we got Genshin stuff in Rays, but not the other way around, like maybe I could see it. But I just don't see them putting like a Tales character in Genshin. Like they did with, what was that game called? Horizon Zero Dawn, when they put the character from that into Genshin. Like, I don't see them doing that with Tails. Oh yeah, that's right, Naori. Yeah, you could, if you really want to stretch it, maybe. I think now that they've implemented the whole, you know, obviously SAO got the favoritism with it, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. It was 4 years since the collab. But now that SAO got ending Mirage Arts, I think the big thing they'll probably want to do is rerun a lot of these old collabs with new stuff and give, you know, characters who kind of started a while ago ending Mirage Arts. So, like, Idolmaster, for example, since Haruka was like I think Haruka was the first collab character in Raze. You know, I forget if the SAO collab or, yeah, I think the Idolmaster collab was actually first. And then, of course, we have the Valkyrie profile one. So I think if they did like those, you know, give Lenneth an ending Mirage Art and Haruka one, I think that would be pretty cool. But as for like new collabs, I don't know. I'd still love to have like One Piece or Fairy Tail collab in Raze. I think that'd be pretty fun. As far as I can remember, Shing doesn't have a collab Mirage Art, so you could do like, because Shing and Natsu share the same Japanese voice, you could, you know, give Shing Natsu's like outfit. So as of right now, for ending Mirage Arts, I think I only have 2. I have Luke and I have Shing, I believe. Out of the like 6 or 7 that have released. Which sucks because I just was totally underprepared for Lloyd's. Even though I still was kind of disappointed with how Lloyd's looked. Like, I feel like he didn't get as much like love as some of the other ending Mirage Arts look. Like, Shing's looks amazing, Yuri's looks amazing, and Lloyd's is kind of just like, he jumps in the air and he slams down. I feel like they could have done more with Lloyd's. Alright, we got some other... Okay, so we got Kyle, Jade, Rain. Hi, Luke. Caius. You got everything except Kratos. I am actually not, Oh, well, there's your answer. I haven't looked too deep into, the trust passives for that. Yeah, Lloyd's was very disappointing to me. I would have loved if he did, like, some kind of combo attack with, like, his 2 swords, and then, like, combine it into the Eternal Sword and jump and slam down with that. Because everyone else seems like they get some, like, kind of crazy combo. Oh, hi, Senel. Mao. Okay, we got all kinds of characters showing up right now. Vague. Very cool. But yeah, it definitely Lloyd's could have gotten a bit more love. I feel like Lloyd's was probably last minute. They just didn't have a lot ready. Well, at least on the bright side, Lloyd still needs to get an overray, so maybe they can do something cool with his overray. That's what I was just actually going to get to about Lloyd's wings. I think his overray will definitely have it. Oh yeah, like I'm still like I want Pac-Man. Like I know it'd be such a ridiculous collab, but like give us like 3D Pac-Man. You know, like how he looks in Smash Bros. That'd be so funny if we got like a Pac-Man collab. Which is funny because Shing, I think personally, in my opinion, I think Shing's ending Mirage art is the best looking one of the bunch. I think Yuri's is up there definitely. It's hard for me to tell if I like Yuri's or Shing's better, but I think both those two are probably the best looking ones. Yeah, but that happens a lot with the artwork being different from the actual Mirage art itself. It's like Carol's, for example. Carol's normal Mirage art is like his most iconic scene in Vesperia, but it has nothing to do with what he actually does in his animation. By the way, when's she gonna be playable? I mean, I don't know if she can really fight, but it'd still be nice to have. I'll take as many original characters as they want to throw at us. Oh yeah, Kyle's looks really good too. Kyle jumps all over the place in his. Let's see how my battery's doing. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be alright. I don't need to, like, walk that myself. We'll just do the battles. It's funny to actually be seeing Grass Valley's Spirit Gear cut-in, because I actually just finished farming it a little while ago. Who's getting EMAs when they finish pro tags? I think realistically it'll be like the secondary pro tags for each game. So like obviously like Tyr, Colette, Laphicet, you know, pretty much everyone who's like the secondary like main character, which some games it's kind of harder to decide with that. Like who that actually is. Okay, now Ix is in here. Oh, I guess if we're counting the collabs, I do have Kirito and Asuna's ending Mirage art, so those count as well, I guess. I really did think I was going to walk away from that collab without Kirito's, though, because I maxed out Yu-Gi-Oh! In, like, 4 multis. And then I ended up with 3 copies of Alice, and then I ended up with 3 copies of Asuna's ending Mirage art. Oh yeah, I could definitely see Estelle and Kratos getting one. Kratos EMA being him shot into space. No, I don't think so. I think they would probably make his EMA scene probably just when he says goodbye. It'll be like his where he, you know, which I mean, technically we already have that scene. You know, Lloyd and Kratos fighting each other, but maybe it'll be like when he loses. What? I beg your pardon? Who? If anyone knows who this is, feel free to clue me in. Oh, it's Woden. Okay. Nazar when he was alive. Okay, so that's how he should look. Prince Woden. I think it's impossible to guess who's gonna get an ending marriage art after Yuri, because it could just be anybody. They could go Vague, they could go Crest, they could... It doesn't feel like there's any sort of order they're really going in. I think the only one we can safely say it's not going to be is Alphen. I think Alphen will probably be saved like close to last because he's already gotten so much stuff. And I think they'll want to give him an overray before an ending marriage art, even though that's not the case for everybody. Obviously, Lloyd and Kyle don't have overrays yet, but they have a bunch of other marriage arts as well. Yeah, a vague one would be very, very nice. I'm hoping, out of anyone I can think of, like Vague, Senel, Emil, Ruka, Kaius. I'm just thinking of characters who don't usually get a lot of stuff. I think it'd be nice for them to get something soon. Is this alright? Just add to the list. Saray and Velva did just get Mirage Arts, though, during the Asteria collab, so I think they're good on that. I mean, Ludger and Ruka did too, so... Hey, good evening. How's it going? Yeah, it would be nice for Dekus to get something new, especially since Alice did get something in the Guilty Gear collab. Oh, yeah, that's totally fair. The amount of Destiny 2 love in the last, like, year has been crazy. Yeah, I'm really just waiting to see what they do with Crestoria. Because I realistically, how they were kind of setting it up, I was expecting they were going to do it like a Rise, where like every 2 months they added 2 more of the party members. But now it's been like 3 months since Kanata and Mizella got added, and we still haven't gotten Vicious and Aegis, so I'm wondering how long of a... I hope it's not yearly. Please don't make it year. I don't want to wait 3 years to have the entire Arise or Crestoria cast in the game. Like, I'm hoping it's not going to be yearly like Tales of Link gets stuff yearly, which even last year, or this year, Tales of Link didn't even... Tales of Link got new 5 stars. That's all they got, which is really unfortunate. I was really expecting this would be the year where the Link characters would get Spirit Gears, but guess it wasn't their time yet. Yeah, like, I really hope it's not the Link treatment. I just would not be happy with that, because we don't even know, you know, obviously Raze isn't going anywhere anytime, like, soon. Like, I'm sure it's not in the next year, it's probably still going to be here. But who knows, you know, 2.5, 3 years from now, if it's still going to be, you know, running. Who knows? Yeah, it would have been nice this year if they had at least done Overrays, if they weren't going to do Spirit Gears, but also Spirit Gears are going to be a weird thing to kind of do with Tales of Link because we have 4 characters, and I don't see them doing 4 Spirit Gears at once. So if they were going to do Spirit Gears for Tales of Link, I think they would do like 2 Spirit Gears each year, and then they'd add a 3rd random character who needs a Spirit Gear. Oh yeah, that'd be nice to see Kanata and Alphen interact together. Well, we got to see Prince Woden's real body, so that was cool. Alright, next. I'm not going to get my hopes up for Luminaria, simply because, well, there's a few reasons. First off, with Crestoria, when they were planning to add them, they let us know in the producers' letters, like, months in advance. They were like, hey, we want to let you know for people who are waiting, we are working on the Crestoria characters, but they're not going to be ready for a little while. There's been no mention whatsoever of Luminaria at all. Like, they haven't even, like... The only time they addressed it is when Luminaria, like, was first out. Like, the first, like, month or 2 into Luminaria. They got asked if they would be in the other mobile games. And they said that they would love to, but they don't know, you know, when that would happen. The other thing is since Luminaria did kind of die so fast... I don't know if they plan to do anything with it moving forward. So they may just try to act like... And this is unfortunate because the characters were fun. I like the characters, but Bandai, the Tales team, may just try to act like they never existed. So there is a good chance that we never see them in anything, honestly, ever again. Just being realistic with it. Yeah, like, if they do Luminaria, it's gonna be, like, the 3 most popular characters, and then kind of just doing that. But I will definitely say this. We'll definitely never get to a point where all 21 Luminaria characters are in Rays. I don't see that happening. Yeah, that's true. In between the last time I streamed, Luminaria was announced and then died. Yeah, because I don't know. I really didn't feel... It was such a, like, an annoyance to try and make, like, videos or do streams for Luminaria just because it was, like... I didn't like how it played. Like, it was just, like... If it was a sideways phone game, maybe I would have liked it more, but just, like, top down with how much action you had to do, it was just... I didn't really enjoy it. With Luminaria, it was mostly for the story for me. The gameplay itself was just not it. Yeah, Luminaria didn't even make it to 6 months. It's really unfortunate. But it was kind of something we saw when the game first came out. Like, it didn't benefit anyone to even summon on the gacha. Like, yeah, it helped a little bit, but you could play the story just fine without spending money. Yeah, I'd literally just be sitting there letting the the voice acting play. That would pretty much be it. Which I think it was good that it was voice acted, like, completely, but it was just like... The other thing was, I felt like Luminaria was gonna take too long to go anywhere. Like, even with the 2 episodes that most characters got, like, it didn't feel like anything had happened. Like, they were all still living in, you know, their own, you know, areas, you know, still doing small-time stuff. I think the only one that really felt like it was like, oh my god, the world is bigger than we see, was for, like Liddy. Liddy and, what was his name? The mercenary that was with her. Like, they actually had, like, a world-altering experience. Yeah, that was really the thing with Luminaria. Just everything was way too slow. Like, and I'm not saying, like, they had to, like, end the issues, but, like that fast, but there was just, like, at a certain point, it's like, okay, where is the story going? Like, even at this point, I can't tell you where the story was even going. Like, each character kind of had their own individual problems. Yeah, 64 episodes to finally advance the plot is way too long. I think the game's biggest issue was just that every character had to have their own episodes. I think for Luminaria, it would have been more beneficial to just have an overarching story, and each chapter just had multiple characters involved. Not every one of the 21 characters gets their own episode. And plus, putting out an episode weekly, obviously, they weren't going to be able to sustain that, even if they made more money. Oh, hi, Alexei. God, just the theme. It's so good. Yeah, have every episode be a crossroads. There you go, problem solved. That's where the difference is, though. With Christoria, like, I never felt like there was really a pacing issue with Christoria. Like, yes, obviously, like, it sucks it got shut down where it did. But I do think it was... the pacing was good for what they were doing. Yeah, seriously. I think Luminaria probably cost a fortune to make. They were in over their heads thinking that Arise was going to bring in this huge amount of fans and they were going to be able to sustain it, but it was just too much money. I'm not really expecting Christoria to have any involvement in the epilogue, simply because I don't think the full Christoria cast will be in the game by the time the epilogue hits. I think the epilogue is probably going to be in January or February, so that only gives us like 4 months to get Aegis and Vicious and Yuna and Orwin. Yeah, that's true. I mean, sometimes it took a pretty long time for Christoria to put out a chapter. But it was also... it's not like Ray's. Ray's isn't voiced, you know, until they add the full voice pack, you know, after an arc is done. But yeah. But yeah, with Ray's, obviously it's not voiced. So sometimes they even take a month off for Ray's chapters. Oh? Oh? Is Zara gonna cheer him up? Yeah, Phil, don't be sad. Look at that smile. No, we do not have translators. We just figure out what's going on by the flow of the story and what we see. I mean, the only other option would be for me to, like, screenshot every single line, open up a translator app, and do it line by line. But then we'd be here for, like, 6 hours. Yeah, it did kind of look like that. That would be cool. Prince Woden as a form change. Well, let's see who ends up living after the end of this arc to start. Yeah, I think Lenneth EMA would be pretty cool. Oh, hi, Marta. I mean, now would be the perfect time, honestly, because at the end of this month, I think here in a couple days, the new Valkyrie game comes out. So that'd be fitting to do a... I don't think they'd do a collab right now. It would be too soon. We just had the SAO one end last month. Right? It was actually the beginning of this month. But, you know, like a month or two after wouldn't be too bad. Like if they wanted to do, like, at the end of October or something. Yeah, Marta Spirit Gear. I'm waiting for that too. Be cool if she got like a Ratatosk one. You know, have a Spirit Gear based on the core in her head. Like I said before, it gets pretty dialogue heavy towards the end of the chapter. Lenneth EMA wouldn't be something I personally would go for, but it would still be cool to see. Mythos Spirit Gear would be... I mean, I honestly expected that a while ago. They really need to just do another batch of villain Spirit Gears. I'm just gonna put it on auto at this point. Like, they need to do another batch of villain Spirit Gears like they did with, who was it? It was Daus, Barbados, and, Gaius. Like, do Mythos, Duke, and, I don't know, like Artorias or something. Yeah, I think, realistically, Spirit Gear next month will probably happen. I think we'll probably get our usual... We'll get a Halloween event in the middle, probably Spirit Gear in the beginning. So Spirit Gear will probably follow the Yuri event. And then, of course, another EMA at the end of next month. What are we at, 12 now? Oh no, 11. 11 doesn't have any story attached to it, though. Yeah. I think they would probably definitely do that. Although I'm still like, I kind of wish they had not done that for Saray. Like, I was kind of hoping that Saray and Rose would kind of get unique costumes like everyone else. Like, I love what they gave Alicia. I'm so glad they didn't just go like the anime route and give Alicia like an Armatus. And I like what they did with Ludger too. Like Ludger, they didn't just give him his Chromatus. Like it was like half his Chromatus, half Spirit Gear. Which I get why Saray and Rose got their thing, because Spirit Gear is essentially the same as Armatus. Just obviously a little different. Oh well, you don't have to worry about that. Like, this isn't the kind of gacha game where, you know, characters themselves are bad. I mean, there are some bad Mirage Arts out there, I'll give you that, but like he's not gonna. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's Aegis, so he's gonna be like defense heavy. Like, it's definitely not gonna happen like that. Yes, Tidal Wave surely has it on her. Tidal Wave is very useful in this game. Alright, we got some... Oop, I did not mean to click that. Alright, well, we'll have to hop back in there. That'd be very cool. I'd be fine with that, Mythos, Kratos, Ewan. I think the only issue with that is there's been a lot of kind of Symphonia-focused content in the last year and a half, so I think some people would just prefer to have some variety. Oh, well, yeah, it would. I mean, they've already done that. Like, when Kanata came to this world and he started interacting with everybody, he thought he knew, and they had no idea who he was. I mean, I personally like when they do Spirit Gear batches themed by titles, because then you can decide, like, if you are just a fan of a specific game, then you don't have to worry about pulling someone you don't want. Now we got the whole Bifrost crew together. Yeah, we haven't seen Ewan and Martel in any kind of like content since the wedding event. But yeah, like characters like Ewan and Decus, like they all need more mirror. I mean, there's tons of characters. All the Swordians need new Mirage Arts. There's just so many characters that, you know, have kind of been forgotten. That definitely could use some more stuff. And then, of course, there are specific titles like Rebirth and Berseria who need more Spirit Gears. Vague and Velvet are the only ones from their respective games. And, you know, there are some other ones as well that just don't have any more Spirit Gears. I mean, obviously, Caius. I was going to say Ruka, but Iria and Ricardo have one too. We'll have to see. Oh, hi, Master Van. Well, on the bright side, I'll have all this AP to burn afterwards. I have so much gold. What is that, over 300 million? Yeah, so much. It's funny you say that. We get held off right there. Okay, now we're on the beach. Alright, I'm gonna leave this for a second. Just gonna take a quick bathroom break, so I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And yeah, Shirley says it in her very soft voice. Alright, have a good night, Color Knight. The process is pretty simple for binding your account. You need to make a Japanese Bandai account. And you can't use the same email for your English one, obviously. So you make a Japanese Bandai account, and then you go to the settings in Raise, and then you just log into your Japanese Bandai account, and it'll link it there. Pretty simple. You can actually, if you go to the Tales of the Raise wiki, they actually have the process there on the website. It's actually very convenient, and I'm going to be getting a tablet here soon, probably within the next week or so. And I'm trying to consider whether I want to put Raise on a tablet. I don't know if it would be easy enough to play on a tablet, because it'd be nicer to have it on a bigger screen. But obviously, if it's not easy enough to play, then I'll just keep it on my phone. I could see them doing Cascade as a raid battle, but I don't think that would happen until, yeah, Raise Wiki is the best, especially for looking up what arts do and everything. Cascade definitely won't come as a raid boss until we have all 6 Crestoria characters. Do this for fun. I also wonder if they're ever, I mean, they've said before that they want to make sure, like, they put time into it, but it'd be nice if they add another Prism Shop character at some point. Okay, so there's only going to be one more story part. We have one more normal stage, and then 2015 will be the last story part. I don't know if Cascade would really care to look for them. I think she realistically would show up, see that she doesn't have any responsibilities in this world, and just want to chill. I mean, we pretty much saw how she, you know, what we got to see of her in Crestoria is that she really wants to take things easy now. Who would they put in next? What do you mean? As in, like, just like the next new character? Because really, there's so many characters to pick from. Yeah, you should definitely link your account because you won't be able to recover it if you like lose that information. Dial from Berseria, that'd be interesting. I don't think it would happen, but it would still be cool to kind of see him in the game, even if he wasn't playable. Oh, Prism Shop character. You know who I would want to see? she's from one of the drama CDs, like she's not actually in any game. But I would love to see Canary from Raven's backstory drama CD. I think she'd make a fun Prism Shop character. Alright, let's see how things are going to end off for this chapter. I'm trying to think who else I would want to see playable. How about the Orosoran trio? Oh, Regal and Story? What year is it? Crazy. But yeah, the Orosoran trio, even though we have them as like a room character, well, one of them. Okay, this is a very odd collection of characters here. I think Melchior will be an actual character. I don't think he would be a Prism Shop character. Yeah, Melchior is the only one we're missing for that. And that would be a good opportunity to give Magilu like an overray or something. Oh yeah, the one god general we're missing. And then of course we do also have from Symphonia the what do you call it? I forget what they were called in Symphonia. Oh wow, we have a lot of characters. Hi. Agarte. There is a lot going on here. Yeah, well, I was literally just gonna, when I saw Agarte, I was like, where's Millhouse? He's got to be playable. It's Kurt? What the heck is happening? Where are all these characters coming from? Yeah, you can get out of here. There is a lot happening in this chapter. They're just like, everyone's getting prepared. Yeah, what cast is this? Yeah, they're the rescued overseers and guardians. Is that it? To be continued? No, we're not done yet. Everyone's getting prepared for the final battle. They all got saved off screen somehow. Van? Is Van gonna betray us? Really hope that's not the case. Oh boy. I guess that's it. Oh no, we have a stage. We're not done yet. Yep, the Mirite cannon. Or the Mirage cannon. Alright, I'll control it for this one. So is this what it's gonna lead up to? Van came here first, then Bifrost crew is gonna show up, and somehow the Bifrost crew is gonna either get talked to or brainwashed into attacking Ix's crew. That's probably it for the fighting, so no 3D Demetrius for us. Okay. Hasta, okay. I think everyone's going to be joining the fight soon. I think a whole big battle is about to commence. Got zapped out. This is where we're gonna get to be continued. Oh well, you wanted Decus, there he is. Now what? Claire. That's what I'm saying. Imagine how cool it would be. Yeah, it's going to be to be continued. All right. So, next chapter, the battle will officially begin. The war against Demetrius. That's why I want, like, for the final chapter, have, like, an animation of all the, like, the main protagonists from all the games just charging Demetrius at once. I would absolutely die if they did that. Alright, well, there you have it. That is the end of Chapter 20 of Last Cradle. It was fun to be back streaming it again. And of course, we're going to do the rest of them leading up to the finale of the arc. Assuming they don't take any more month breaks, you know, I expect there's probably going to be... With how things are shaping up right now, like we're kind of now at the kind of climax of everything, I'm wondering if there's just going to be 2 more parts. You know, maybe Final Chapter Part 1, Final Chapter Part 2. But we'll have to see what they say in the... Oh, we have a whole bunch of stuff in here. Let's look at this stuff before we close out the stream. Oh, yeah. So Spirit Gear changed, so now we're back to the this set. What else? Is this for the new bonus board? Yeah, okay. New panel missions, and then, of course, 420. And that's it. What's happening with Phantom? I'm not sure what we saw there kind of at the end. I'm sure it's going to be shown to us as we get to the next chapter, which unfortunately won't be till the end of October at bare minimum, so we'll have to wait for that. But it does look like the main fight... Oh, yeah, it would include Alphen too, if they, you know, had everyone there. But yeah, that's going to end things for this month until the main battle begins. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So thank you, everyone, for coming to hang out at the stream. It was a lot of fun to be back streaming Tales of the Rays. We'll be back doing this monthly as long as we have stories still to do. You know, whether they start a new, like, saga after this in Rays or what they do. Of course, we'll keep doing the monthly streams. So thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I know it's pretty late for late for me. I'm sure late for some other people as well. So I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and I will see you all next time.